Jurong Bird Park is basically a bird zoo located in Singapore in an area called Jurong. The area is only 0.2 square kilometers, but let me tell you, we spent hours at that place and I don't think it was enough. So this park was opened in 1971, so that is 46 years ago. And they have almost 1 million visitors per year. They have loads of different animals. They have 5,000 animals in total in the zoo and 380 different bird species in total, which is insane. There's so many different exhibits to see, and there's a lot of indoor aviaries, which one tip from me is that do use your bug spray and be prepared for the mosquitoes in there. I got bit about 30 times. It was insane. My legs looked like I had chickenpox afterwards, so just be mindful of that before you go in. But it's so cool because the birds will come to you so close, and there's so many different species living in there together. And the waterfall aviary is like massive, and it has about 600 birds in there, and it has a 30-meter high waterfall, like a man-made waterfall. And I think there was a post that said it's the largest man-made waterfall. I don't know if it's in Singapore or in Asia, but it was pretty big and it looks so cool.
30 meters?
Yeah.
30-meter man-made waterfall. Largest man-made waterfall in the world.
They do have a penguin coast as well, where they have loads of different penguins, and they have feeding sessions with the penguins where you can, for $5 I think, get, some fish to feed to the penguins and help, the keepers keep the penguins fed, which was a really cool experience to be. I've never been that close to penguins before. And they do have feeding sessions for different birds across the park at different times, so do make sure you note the times of the different sessions if you are keen to do that.
I know, it started already.
Just be careful at the corner, there's a small drain over there. Please do not feed from there because your fish will get stuck inside the drain.
I don't know, how did I flow? I don't even know how to flow.
They had really good signs for kids and stuff that were quite interactive and interesting to read, where they had a lot of fun facts about the birds. I think that's one of the things I really enjoyed about not only Jurong Bird Park, but the Singapore zoos in general, was that the signs were extremely good. They were really informative and they were very short and to the point, but they provided a lot of facts that were really interesting to read. They do have a tram that goes around the park. You do pay a little bit more for it. And I did get a year pass, as the year pass at the time that I purchased it was the same price as a single entry ticket. So I was like, why not? If I ever want to go back again, I'll have the pass. So I think the only con of the bird park is that it is in a little bit of a difficult location if you are trying to get there by MRT. I took an Uber there because it was the easiest way to get there. They are, however, moving the park in 2020, I think.
So that's the biggest one.
No.
That one is the biggest pelican in the world.
Maybe.
Australian pelican. It can hold up to 13 liters in its mouth pouch.
Oh, hello, Satria. I've got a snake here. You want to go for it? Come on. In goes the snake. He's going for it, and he's got it. Let's give him a big hand, everyone.
So today I did go to Jurong Bird Park, which is a bird park here in Singapore, and I remember it saying, I think it was like the biggest bird park in the world in terms of bird population, or how many like individual birds that they have there. And basically it's just like a big bird park, as the name suggests, and you kind of walk around. There's a lot of open air enclosures, and then there's some that are in cages, which is a little sad to see, but overall there's many aviaries, if that's what it's called. Like, there's a lot of them where the birds can, you know, intermingle with each other, and there's a lot of like flying space and areas for them to like fly around and stuff. And I thought that was really cool to see, because it's a really like up and close personal encounter with the birds, like walking through aviaries like that. And I think there was one that I really liked in particular. It was called the waterfall one, something to do with a waterfall, and it had a man-made waterfall. I think it was about 30 meters high, and it was like one of the tallest man-made waterfalls like indoors in the world, which I thought was pretty awesome. And like, you could walk around, see some birds like super up close. Like, most of them weren't scared of humans at all, so they would just, you know, strut their stuff in the middle of the path, you know, not a care in the world. And there's like super cute ones, like a lot of colorful ones, and just a lot of different birds. Like, usually when you go to the zoo, birds aren't the thing well, maybe for some people, but for me personally, birds aren't the ones that I like focus on. Usually it's like the mammals and stuff that I'll like go around and make sure I see, and birds kind of take like a back seat, which is sometimes a bit unfortunate, because you end up like not really getting so close encounters, or like really interacting, or like learning more about the birds. So I feel like going to a park dedicated just for birds, although at first I was like, it'll be alright, I actually really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. I immensely enjoyed that park. And they have like a conservation and breeding and research center there as well. So I feel like overall throughout the whole park, the signs were fantastic. I think in front of all the bird enclosures they had signs which told some information, some fun facts, like just general things, and it was done in a really good way in my opinion. Like, I did get to feed a penguin as well, or feed some penguins. I kind of like threw in some dead fish for them, and that was really cool. I really like that. And yeah, overall we did go see one birds of prey show, which had a lot of vultures and some owls and hawks and stuff, and the lady was explaining about like birds of prey. But yeah, overall I think the experience was quite good. It is 29 Singaporean dollars, and though because I'm living here right now, I was able to, there's some kind of deal going on now that like a single admissions pass, you can just sign up and get a year pass for the same price. So I ended up getting a year pass just because why not, just in case on the off chance that I want to go again, because there was a few parts that I did not manage to see, because it is open from the morning and it closes already at 6 p.m. So because we went a bit later in the afternoon, we only had a couple hours to spend there, so there was some areas I didn't get to go through as closely as I'd like. So maybe with the year pass I may have to visit again. But yeah, I just wanted to share like one of my experiences here in Singapore with y'all, and you know, to kind of document some memories from it, so I can look back on this day, because I did really enjoy it as well. So hope you guys all have had a lovely day, and I guess that just about concludes this video, so till next time.